Like you said, I'm Katie Manning. I'd like to thank my family for bearing with me and bringing me food for my late nights in the art building. And I'd like to thank my friends for letting me basically rant to them about all the struggles I was having. I'd also like to thank Barb for really helping me to fuel my passion for graphic design and working with projections. I started working with projections last summer. I thought it was very interesting to me, and the videos using After Effects and incorporating text became very interesting to me. That's where the idea of starting to use the legislation from certain bills having to do with discrimination against the LGBTQ community came in. Incorporating all of that text became very important to me because it is it's kind of just crazy to think how all of these bills are just now being pushed through when it comes to conversion therapy. And then also thinking in a sense of North Carolina and how they're still trying to, and they just started trying to again, get rid of marriage equality. In addition to that, thinking about transgender bathroom issues and how all of that comes into play, and how it's ridiculous that someone can't go in and pee, where they feel comfortable, and making it a safe and comfortable environment for everybody. Going into my work here, I really started working with taking the text out of these pieces over here, this small set of 12. Thanks, Dad. And those were very much fueled towards North Carolina and how they're trying to get rid of marriage equality. And then I moved over into conversion therapy. Thank you, Christina. And these 19 pieces over here, which can now be changed to 18 actually, because New Mexico just passed a bill banning conversion therapy. So that's a good win, and that happened during my work. So I had to actually go into my lovely video that I already had that part done and change New Mexico out and make it green instead of blue. So that was actually kind of fulfilling in a way. Being a member of the LGBTQ community, it felt really good to see another bill be passed through, like right there, right then and there, and then having to go in, while it was a pain in the butt, yes, it was very, heck yeah, we got another one. But my passion for this very much comes from me being in the LGBTQ plus community and my involvement with it, being GSA president and participating in Pride events and really helping to drive any type of political change that I can help with. I mean, me being one person, it was important to share all of this with other people and try to make them aware from a more artistic and probably more appealing sense than just reading on a piece of paper, like a bill, because that's just boring. That being said, I'd like to open it up for questions.
How do you relate to the idea of destruction in your work, and then like bills that are trying to destroy your community, that's what you're responding to, right? Mm-hmm. But then once you win something, you have to destroy part of your work. Mm-hmm. So that like push and pull, is that something that's interesting to you?
After you said it and after experiencing it, I believe, yes, that is very interesting actually. I think, it's great to have to, honestly, that feeling of destroying it was actually a lot more fulfilling than I thought it would be.
Gotcha. Maybe more than making it, even?
I would think, yeah, actually. Yeah. Devin?
From what I'm seeing, all like your work is like in a pattern, in like a line. Is there a reason why? Like, that's a line and they're all like in a pattern. Was there a reason for that?
I hung those up in class like that when we did critique in class. Okay. If you want me to go into the more artistic sense of it, it's kind of like the lines of text that you would read, except I've kind of jumbled them and made them awry in a sense and then put them back together in the videos.
Okay. Okay, so my question has to go back. I was aware of your original thought was using personal testimonies. At what point did you decide to switch from that to more like legal text and everything?
Because the text was already there and it was already provided for me and given to me, and I just had to go in and apply it to my pieces. Being a graphic designer, I think like using text that's given to you it's easier than making your own text, to be honest.
You're here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Would you go back to the idea of using personal testimonies, like in further words? And also have two questions. And where do you see yourself going after this?
I see myself, I'm going to answer the second question first because I remember it. But I see myself, I'd love to go to grad school. I want to go to U of I because I've always wanted to go to U of I and I'm an Illini fan. In addition to the fact that I would love to proceed with projection mapping because just experiencing like this low grade program, I'd love to get like a higher grade program and like expand my range. So like a bigger projector, more space to fill up, just like huge scale.
Did you answer your first question?
Yeah,
you had a question too. No.
Which part of your work feels like it has like the most voice and power to you and the LGBTQ community?
I think this video right here on the left with the states and the conversion therapy in North Carolina, to me, it creates the very overwhelming feeling, and I kind of wanted other people viewing that maybe aren't necessarily feeling that every day, when approaching that and seeing because it just comes at you. Yeah. And I feel like it really just drives the point and forces the viewer to feel that.
Another question, did you get the map idea from when we were doing Tunnel of Oppression and we had to color in that map like pre-countrywide marriage equality?
Yeah.
Fun fact, that map is finally in the trash.
Actually, we still have it.
Wait, that's another map, never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, while the current social and political situation brings a lot of these issues to the forefront, not all for the good, we also have a lot of social protests that happens nowadays, which is fantastic. Is there a way that you feel like you can blend this into a greater movement of protests, of social, higher profiles, or a way for this to live somewhere else that is not just in the walls but becomes part of?
I mean,
I'd
love to. I don't know how to approach that necessarily. I mean, I've been to marches that have started sprouting up everywhere. I'd like to. I think that's the best way to put it. I don't know necessarily how to branch out from there though. That's something we'll look into for sure.
Well, like that, and the transgender bathrooms and the map and all that is some problems with the LGBT community. Are you going to use any other ideas or problems that are in the community? I know that's one, and that's one. Are you going to use any more?
I mean, I'd like to, but
do you have any
given my
examples?
time constraint right now, it was kind of just easier to focus on the three main issues that were really in my brain and I started working on last summer. Thanks.
It's not easy getting up here and giving a artist talk like this. A lot of programs don't do this. And so let's give all of our artists another round of applause. And so your show is up. It was a success. Congratulations are in order. It's a lot of hard work, sleepless nights, doubt and overcoming doubt, working with your friends and your faculty mentors, and putting up a wonderful show. And so really spread the word about the fantastic show that you saw here at Southern Illinois University, Edwardsville. And also, I want to congratulate all of the friends and the family and the partners that helped make this happen. This is a tremendous achievement for our BFAs, but you are a part of that achievement. And without your support and your encouragement, maybe your dollars, this may not have happened. And so congratulations are in order for you as well. All the parents and the grandparents that came here, it's also lovely to see. Please introduce yourself to a faculty member so we can thank you. Or our faculty. We raise our hands here. Don't be shy. All right. Yeah, so come find us. I also want to thank, again, our dedicated faculty for their mentorship and their long hours in the classroom and in the studio and outside of class hours. Without that leadership, this doesn't happen. And I also want to remind you that our next show in here is a week from today. It is our second group of BFAs and our final show of the season. Please sign the guest book on your way out. And lastly, I also want to thank the exhibitions committee, especially Barbara Noacha, our department chair, and Janet Hupp, our tirelessly working office administrative assistant. She has been overworked and been doing amazing job here. I also want to thank my gallery GA, Katie Lockheed, who is right there, for assisting with all of the hanging of the show and the doubt and the questioning of the students and putting on such a wonderful exhibition. So thank you and good evening.